counting on you. Don't mess this up!
Rose, I'm so sorry. It was me. I caused you, the Wind Riders, everyone to suffer. It's all my fault.
That's what was bugging you? I suppose from the outside it looked like we were suffering. But as far as I'm concerned, these have been the happiest years of my life. 5 years ago, when everything went pear-shaped, we could have been tossed to the winds. But instead, we got to travel again together as the scattered bones and the sparrow feathers. I was so happy. In fact, I'm grateful to you. Really. Hey, come on. There's gotta be more you want to say.
I'm useless. In the end, I wasn't good for a damn thing. But I can say I did one thing right. Just one. And that one right thing made everything else worthwhile. I'm eternally grateful to you too, Rose. Thank you.
Yeah.
Tell Saray and the others that it wasn't all bad. Romping around those ruins with all those nutballs.
I will.
And if they get bummed out about this, tell them, hey, I thought you had good to do in the world. Keep moping and crying, and I'll chain you up so tight you can't even breathe. And then, give them a good kick in the ass for me.
Yeah.
Good luck out there. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah!
Rose!
Oh, thank goodness!
So, how does it feel? What do you think, Shepherd? To be as infatuated with someone as he once was? Is it not right that Seraphim, whose blessings only cause misfortune, should not be allowed to exist? Was not his very existence evil to the core and deserving of extermination?
Lies!
You've got quite a bark, girl. Those are some plucky words from one who once sought to kill the shepherd for the same reasons.
Who are you anyway?
I am Symonne. Like him, a wretched, pitiable seraph, burdened with countless sins. And now, Exeunt.
Wait!
I suggest you make time to grieve.
I told everyone to meet here tomorrow morning. Sometimes it's best to be alone for a while.
Thanks, Mikleo.
Saray, Don't worry about it too much. I need a bit of a walk myself. Dezel's death, his shameful acts, and the things Symonne said. Perhaps they're all things the shepherd has to accept in order to quell the Lord of Calamity.
I'm just not sure how to feel about it all.
I was thinking you should quit.
What?
Just hear me out. I used to think that when the shepherd was getting crushed and overwhelmed by his duty or by his destiny, that it was something that you could just up and quit. Until yesterday, that is. Things are different now.
For Dezel's sake, if nothing else, I want to find the answers.
That's right. It isn't even some feeling of obligation so much as I just want to know, in the hope that we won't make the same mistakes again. So that's why I no longer think you should quit.
We definitely have to find some answers.
Right. And it isn't just the shepherd's duty either. This journey is something we, all of us, need to own.
That's true. Thank you.
There's no need for thanks. I just said how I truly feel.
Our friend, the creepy little girl, she said she was burdened with sins.
Right. And she also said that the shepherd must know the truth of Seraphim, who carry such sorrowful burdens.
Of those whose mere existence means human suffering. Sometimes death can be a release. If just by living one causes terrible things to happen, then death would be.
Edna, stop right there!
I'm not talking about Dezel, you idiot.
You shouldn't be saying that about your brother either!
So what if I did? They're just words. It's probably nothing you haven't heard before anyway.
I still don't like it. I don't want to hear it right now.
Oh. Then there's nothing to discuss.
Yeah.
Saray. All I was really trying to say is that I think Dezel was saved in a way. I chose my words poorly, and it was wrong of me. I apologize.
Thank you, Edna.
Don't mention it.
Lila, what are you doing?
Oh, this?
That's incredible! How'd you do that?
Making paper crafts like this really takes the edge off for me. I forget about all my cares, and it's like I just enter my own little world.
I see.
Saray, you've got to stop carrying the burden all by yourself.
I think this one's gonna be tough, even if I share the burden. I find myself wondering, was there anything else I could have done? Should we have talked it over first? I just start thinking about things.
Moments of reflection are good for the spirit, Saray. but regrets solve nothing.
What's this?
Humans have a custom. Sometimes they send a paper boat down a river imbued with a remembrance of their lost one, so that it may reach them. Since Dezel was a wind seraph, I thought maybe a bird that soars through the air would be more fitting. Now, Saray, let's send it off.
I'm sure it reached him. Lila.
Yes?
Thank you. But you mustn't try to carry the burden all by yourself either.
I'll be quite fine. There's no need to worry. I'm going to stay up here for a while. The wind feels comforting.
All right then. I'll leave you to it.
Okay. I too have a ways to go.
Hey, Shepard. Tell me something. How was Dezel in his last moments?
He was smiling.
So, he was he? I guess he got his wish after all.
Zaveid, you knew Dezel, didn't you?
Sort of. There was a time my comrades and I saved him, when he was just a little rascal.
Oh. Is that why your fighting styles are so similar?
Yep. He learned by copying me. And yet, I don't think he even remembered who I was. That fellow tossed everything away, even his memories. But if something gets thrown away, you just gotta find it again. And you found it for him, didn't you?
Hey, are you trying to comfort me, Zaveid?
You bet I am. You're gonna be my all-important vessel pretty soon. Can't have you getting all malevolent on me.
Huh?
And on that note, I think I'll go talk to Lila about that Sublord Pact.
You gotta be kidding me!
Well, I can't exterminate the Hellions all by myself anymore, can I? And besides, if I tag along with you, I can collect your debt to me whenever I like.
You can't just decide something like that!
Oops, I did. Anyway, see you tomorrow, Sheps.
That lousy...
Saray.
Huh?
Back there, I spoke with Dezel during his last moments. And when I saw him then, I remembered something that I'd forgotten long ago. I had met him before, when I was really little. I realized he'd probably been protecting me ever since, my whole life.
Rose, Dezel didn't want you to know that. He said he wanted you to live believing you'd come this far by your strength alone.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he wanted. But I actually wish he'd just straight up told me, without knowing I was a jerk, self-absorbed and totally ungrateful to him.
Sorry.
From now on, you gotta tell me these things, alright?
Right. This is actually a load off my mind. I was worried you'd be, devastated.
Yeah, I don't know. A whole lot of things happened all at once. And somehow it doesn't feel like I'll never see him again. And the garbage that crazy Symonne chick was spouting, I think it says more about her problems than anything else.
Rose, you're my hero.
Oh, I just don't like to think too much. Anyway, Saray, you get some good rest.
I will.
Morning, Saray. Did you sleep well?
Yeah.
You don't look like it.
Yo, Saray!
Oh, Zavid, you're still here.
Ouch! Lila, is he always this cold?
Well, it looks like everyone's here. Care to explain why you wish to enter the Sublord Pact?
No problemo. My goal is directly connected to the Shepherd's journey.
Your goal? Oh yeah, you said there were people you had to settle the score with.
Right. One of them being little Miss Edna's older brother. And the other? Mautellus.
Mautellus of the Five Lords?
The entire Glenwood continent is supposed to be under his protection, right? Except our baby boy toddled off somewhere, and right at that exact time, the Lord of Calamity shows up. Isn't that funny?
It can't be.
I didn't think it could be either. At first.
But if Mautellus really did become a Hellion and bind with Heldolf...
We'll need to confirm that's what happened.
And the only way to do that is to approach him directly.
Maybe, but we need to be able to stand against Heldolf's domain, or we're sunk.
And that's where I come in. If you'll let me fill the Dezel-shaped hole in your group, together we should be strong enough. How about it? It's in all our best interests, right?
What do you believe we should do?
Saray,
No. What were we talking about again?
Hey, can I have the floor?
Huh?
Hey! I thought you had good to do in the world! Keep moping and crying, and I'll chain you up so tight you can't even breathe! That's what he said. Oh, and he asked me to kick your ass a little too while I was at it. And then I told him I'd do my best out there. And so that's why I'm damn well gonna do my best out there. Why am I crying like this?
Rose.
He was really glad he got to travel with all of you. And I didn't even notice. But in the end, he was smiling. If only I talked with him more. Oh, forget it. I'm done.
Thank you for delivering his message to us. He was a kind watchdog up until the very end.
I'll say.
Guess you'll be okay from now on, huh, Rose?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
All right, let's go!
Hold your horses! Don't I get a pack thingy?
Oh,
Alrighty. So, now what do we do?
just as planned. We're heading to Glavend Basin.
Since it's the place where we first met Heldolf.
Glavend Basin, huh? Here we go!